Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some gameplay of Net Result Soccer. So I finished up my Manchester United replay and I decided I've been thinking about what I want to do, and there's no project that's really kind of jumped out at me yet, but I want to do some stuff with MLS. And I always was intrigued of can I get AI to pick out all-star teams for me and then play it out? And so I worked with GPT, and it didn't go real well. It's amazing that it's not that hard to ask the question, pick me out a team from the 2025 MLS Eastern Conference based on their stats. Pick me out an all-star team. And it goes through stuff, and it has issues. And then, okay, well, give me a team that has a minimum of 1,500 minutes per player, and then it goes some more and more, and it gets in there. So the Eastern Conference actually worked out pretty good. The Western Conference, it had problems with. It kept putting Eastern Conference players into the Western Conference, and it put players on wrong teams. And I finally got there, and I'm going to say this. This team was selected by Gemini AI, which is Google's AI. I have not really vetted it out much other than I got the cards ready, put it together, and hold on one second. Sorry, Peanut came in. She wants to be part of the broadcast. Say, hi, Peanut. So Peanut gets to be part of the broadcast, and she wants to endorse the MLS All-Star game. Hi, everybody. So you go down here, lay down. Oi, there you go. So, anyways, I got there to the Western Conference. I couldn't tell you if there's this player should be there, that player should be there. Why is this one over that one? I did not pick the teams. Gemini AI did. So, who made the teams? Let's look at the lineups, see what we got going. In the Eastern Conference, it is a very Philadelphia Union back line. So, Glesnes, Harriel, and Wagner are both back there. 17-17 and 15 defense. Matt Miazga from FC Cincinnati is the fourth defender. Sergio Biscuits, Evander, and Carlos Gil are the midfield. So that's from Inter Miami, FC Cincinnati, and New England Revolution. And up top is going to be Messi, Kuipers, and Sam Surridge. So that's Inter Miami, Chicago Fire, and Nashville SC, sorry. And Andre Blake is the goaltender. The subs let's see if I can find that. The subs for the Eastern Conference are going to be Jack Elliott and Andrew Gutman, both from Chicago Fire, and Pavel Bucha from FC. I'm mispronouncing all these names, and I'm sorry, but you know how I am. Philip Zinkernagel from Chicago Fire, Haney Mukhtar from Nashville SC, Martin Ojeda from Orlando City, Ty Baribo from Philadelphia Union, and then the backup goalkeeper is Matt Freeze. For the Western Conference, Tristan Blackman from Vancouver, Finn Sermon, Portland Timbers, Sergi Palencia from LAFC, and Christian Roldan from Seattle. Midfield is going to be Sebastian Berhalter, Jeppe Tverskov from San Diego FC, and Marcel Hartel from St. Louis City. The front line is Dennis Bauanga, oh, geez. LAFC, Andres Dreyer from San Diego FC, and Brian White from Vancouver, the Vancouver Whitecaps. In goal is Dane St. Clair from Minnesota United. Their bench is going to be Christopher McVeigh from San Diego FC, Juan Mosquera from Portland, Anibal Godoy from San Diego FC, Christian Espinoza from San Jose, Albert Rusnick from Seattle, Dejan Jovelchik from Sporting Kansas City, Danny Muzovsky. I think Gemini AI just picked names he knew I couldn't pronounce. Danny Musovsky from Seattle, and the backup goalkeeper is Yohei Takeoka from Vancouver. I'm sorry about all those names. Anyways, looking at the lineups, The Eastern Conference has a 3.44 goals per game lineup with a 6.6 defense. So they are very good up front. Obviously, with Messi as a one away, it leads the line. The Western Conference is a 2.88 goals per game and a 5.9 defense. I think their offense is a little more spread out, but it's just not quite as good. Where they do have the advantage is in goal. So Blake is a 76, which is good. St. Clair is an 82, which is really good. So good numbers in goal for both teams. I was looking at this and just setting this up, and one of the things I wanted to say is Lionel Messi. Messi's card is great. His endurance is all. He didn't come out. They never subbed him out. So I had to look it up to make sure that was true, and it is. He never subbed out when he started. So not only does he have probably the best card from any regular starter, but he doesn't come out of the game. So that's pretty cool. So what we're going to do for this game is, let me just get everything set here. We're going to do kind of like I did with with my Champions League games. I'm going to do 5 subs. When a sub endurance check comes up, I'll check the both teams, and I'll check the top and the number 1 and number 2 player that come up using that extra 10 number to see if anyone comes up as an endurance check. These guys played a lot of minutes. The minimum requirement was 1,500 minutes or more. So looking at the endurance ratings on these teams, there's a lot of 85s and 80s. There's 165 for Matt Miazga, but the rest of them are all pretty high. Now there's 75. So let's play it out. Let's see what happens. It's an all-star game. I'm going to play neutral field. We're playing at SoFi Stadium here, so that was my choice for neutral field, even though it's in the West. I set both teams corner kick allowed to 40. That was around the average for everybody. I set the PK allowed at 80, so the PK defense is an 80. It's an all-star game. There shouldn't be many PKs. We're going to let them play, hopefully. But we are a neutral site, so plus minus is going to be a +2 to gain that 1 possession point difference, and we'll start at a 10. I think that's it for the housekeeping. Let's go ahead and get started, see what happens. We'll do the opening kickoff, and we'll play it out. So the opening kickoff is going to go to the east, and that's going to be Glessness. Glessness is a 44, so it's a P. 548 is a P for Berhalter. 451 is a P for Roldan. 272 taken away by Harriel. Eastern Conference ball. 577 taken back by Berhalter. 335 is a P. 373 taken away by Wagner. Philadelphia defense is good. They're very good, obviously. 437 P. I will also say this: the teams picked by Gemini, they aren't necessarily the best carded players. I think I could pick defensive players from the best defensive team, and the numbers would all be good. I think that happened for the East. The West, you have some guys mixed in that aren't the best. That's not how this works. It's just the best ones that were picked by Gemini. That's a P. 885 P. 1021 foul 2 and a foul. That is Surge being fouled by Buanga. Free kick for the East. 642 is shot by Evander against a 12, and that one stopped. Palencia with the stop. Open play, 663P. 623 is a foul 3, and that's a foul. Tavers got fouled by Kuipers. Nice to see some San Diego FC making the tabletop here. 182, taken away by Glessness. If I'm going to do a project right now, I'm leaning towards something San Diego FC. Was thinking about tournament, but we have a tournament going on the group right now, and I didn't want to interfere with that, so I might do something with San Diego FC on there. Taken away by Glessness. 481, taken away by Roldan. 253P. 721 is a foul. Gill is fouled by Blackman. Free kick to the East. 415 fouled. Miazga fouled by Roldan. Third free kick for the Eastern Conference. That's a 53 is a P. We have open play. 361 P. 347 P. 453 P. 177 taken away by Glessness. Eastern Conference ball, and they're going to get that plus-minus advantage right there. Vander goes +3 on the corner, and Eastern Conference gets that early advantage. And hold on, well, now Rooney, who came in, now wants to go out. Hold on. I haven't done any gameplay video for a while, so the dogs want to figure out what I'm doing. So what are you doing in there? Corner kick to the east. They're now 1-11 on possession. 2:48p. 6:33. Shot by Evander against a 6 that is on target and saved. So Evander goes on target. It's saved. 42 is going to be an aerial battle. 6 versus 6 is won by Tverskov. San Diego FC winner there. 9:32. Shot by Dreyer against a 17 and stopped. Defense stands up. 5:88p. Rooney wants the ball. 1:26. Shot by Glesnes against a 1. Against a 1 that is off target. So Glesnes goes off target. And Western Conference ball, 278, taken away. 5:35p. 4:84, taken away by Roldan. West has it, 2:61p. 2:54p. 9:16, foul 3, and a foul. Dreyer is fouled by Wagner. Free kick to the West. 6:68, and there's a card. Evander gets his card. That's the first one of the day in the 15th minute. So it's an all-star game. We're still giving out cards. 2:12, another corner. Corner kick for the West. 10:26, just missed the shot range. That will be an offside. So White goes offside. Eastern Conference ball. 8:61, shot by Messi against a 15 that's on target but saved. So Messi gets his first shot of the game. On target, saved by St. Clair. That's a 52 aerial battle. 6 versus 4. That's won by the West again. 4:85p. 10:45 is not a shot. Just out of range. 2:74 taken away by Sermon. West ball. 7:86p. 5:64p. 1:72 is taken away by Glesnes. Eastern Conference has it. 1:71 taken away by Blackman. Back to the West, 2:15, foul 3 and a P. That one's not quite a foul. 10:48, shot by Surridge against a 15. That one's through and on target, but saved. So the East has done all the damage so far. No goals, but they've had 3 shots on target. It's an 11. It goes back to the West. 8:61 is a P+. Offensive advantage here for the West, and a foul 2 and fouled right away. Buanga fouled by Surridge. Free kick to the West. 10:43 is a shot by White against a 17 and stopped. Second shot stopped for the East. 8:24 and Messi doesn't go offside, just missed, out of range. 1:32 is a P star, so they get the ball. They're going to keep it here. Shot by Evander against a 12 and it's stopped. So that shot is stopped by Palencia. 10:18 is a foul 3 and a foul. Surge foul by Blackman. Just looking at a couple things here. Okay. Free kick. 8:38. Shot by Messi on the free kick against a 15 and stopped. So defense stands up to that one. 10:13 is the corner. Nope, no corner. The defense doesn't allow that either. Good job by the defense on the West. 7:36 taken away by Palencia. 9:64 P. 8:68 and nope, not a card. It's a P. 2:38 P star for the East. They have possession. 7:23 is a foul. Gill fouled by Roldan. Free kick to the East. Taken away by Sermon. The West has the ball. Taken back. Oh, take away with a possible shot. Taken away by Evander against a 15, and that stopped. Evander has he has an active card. Takes a lot of shots. Yeah, he'll score some goals. 18 goals scored. That's a good card. Open play. 1:56 P. 8:86 P. 6:14 fouled. Evander is fouled by White. Free kick to the East. 8:28 is a shot by Messi against a 15 again. It's through. It's on target but saved. So on a neutral site, free kicks are a +8. 55, 62, 70 on the free kick. So Messi gets the shot on target saved. 70 is normal. Aerial battle. It's aerial battles every time for Evander. 6 versus 2. He's a -2. He's going to lose them all. The West has it. Shot by Dreyer against a 0 off target. So Dreyer finally on the counter gets a shot for the West, but it goes off target. East ball. 10-26 and a possible, no, just out of the range of penalty. Wouldn't have been anyways. Wasn't allowed by the defense. That's a P. 9-62 P. 10-17. Foul 3 and a P. Dreyer's a foul 0. So, hold on. So Dreyer was the best player all season for San Diego FC. He did great. 19 goals, a bunch of assists. He's also a foul 0. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. 7:45 is a P. 4:13 is a corner for the West. 9:26 shot by Dreyer against a 0 off target. Good roll, but not quite the on target roll that you want. 4 versus 2, and that is won by the East, so they're going to have possession. 248, 157 P, 542 P, 674, taken away by Evander with a possible shot against a 7 that stopped. The 5th shot stopped by the Western defense. 1044 shot by Surge against a 0 on target, but saved. That's where the number comes up. Surge is in a 76, but St. Clair's an 82, so he stops that, and St. Clair is fouled on the play by Surge. 82. It's going to be tough to beat. That's a tough nut to crack. 384. Taken away by Wagner. 637. Shot by Evander again against a 0 off target. Evander goes off target 42. That's going to be the West ball. 778 P. 118 is a foul 2 and a P. 147 P. 1076 P. 825 offside Buanga. The East has control. 7:53 shot by Gill against a 9 that's through but off target. So the shot gets through, off target, 93. Aerial battles 1 versus 4. That's won by the East. 6:55 is a P plus. So now they have the possession plus an offensive attack. Foul 5. That's a P plus still. Shot by Evander against a 1 on target but saved. The most likely scorer is Evander right now. He is taking a lot of shots. So they get a plus 18. So that ends up being a 71, which is normal. It's an aerial battle. 9 versus 7. And that's won by Kuipers from Chicago Fire. 170 taken away by Blackman. Vancouver's Blackman takes it away. 275 taken away by Harriel. 945 is a P. 558 P. 1043 shot by White against a 17 and stopped. It's just a wall of defense back there for those Philadelphia players. Shot by Kuipers against a 1 that's off target. So right now it is very heavily Eastern Conference dominated. The West is kind of sticking with it. Aerial battle again to Evander. That's incredible how many times he's come up. 9 and Dreyer is going to go -1 on the corner. 965 P. 944 shot by Kuipers against a 6 on target but saved. They've taken 11 shots, 7 on target. St. Clair is bouncing all over the place back there. 29 is a counter. 10-22 possible PK but not quite in the range. So we're going to say P on that. 224 P star for the West. Can they get anything out of it? 963 718 is another in the P. I figure these players have a lot of PK chances because they're the best players. But that's still in the P star. 235 P star 254 421 fouled. Roldan fouled by Evander. Definitely the most active player on the field. His numbers come up a lot. Evander. Free kick for the West, and the other San Diego FC player goes -1. And a corner. 248 P. 324 is a offside by Wagner. I forgot. I need to need to check this. Let me do this really quick. So players that go minus get tagged because they lose 10 on their endurance number. So those guys now become more likely to come out of the game. Offside, Wagner was the last play. We go to the West, 354p, 1081p, 728. Shot by Hartel against a 1 on target and saved. The first shot on target for the West. Finally, that is going to be the East ball, though. 146p, 621, fouled. Tverskov fouled by Wagner. Oops, Wagner, not Miazga. Free kick. 526, shot by Berhalter against a 0 off target. So Berhalter, which would have been a goal if it's on target. It's not. We go aerial, 2 versus 2, and that's an open play. Nobody wins ties. So we're just going to play it out. 525 is a P+. 621, foul 4, and I'm still in P+. 263, 646. Shot by Evander again against a 7 and stopped. Open play, 555P, 673, taken away by Tverskov. The West has it. Shot by Roldan against a 0 on target, but saved. He's definitely not one of the better offensive players out here. He's a 3. A 3 offense rating. Gets a shot on target. Easily saved by Blake. The East controls 151p, 285, taken away by Harriel. 974p, 523, foul 1, and a foul. Berhalter fouled by Gill. Free kick to the West, 346p. 976, taken away by Kuipers. The East has it, 367p, 778p. 261, P726 is a foul. Gill fouled by White. Hello. Free kick. 184p, 271, and a card it is. Hartel cards for the East. That's their second card of the game. 224 P star. 287 taken away by Harriel. We're going to go to stoppage time here in the first half. 1 minute of stoppage time. 884p, 752p, 375 taken away by Wagner. 763p, and that's going to end the half. So a bit surprising. No goals. I thought there would definitely be some, especially with these lineups. But 5 shots, 2 on target. Both teams were fouled 7 times, have 7 fouls, but the East really kind of dominates play there. 11 shots to 5. The West had more corner kicks, but it's 0-0 at the break. So we go to the second half. We'll start getting endurance checks here. We probably won't really be needing to check many of them. The lowest number is 65, so at least for 20 minutes, nobody will even really be checked. So we'll get started. It is going to be the West ball. 773, taken away by Gill. I did this game, so in the AI they asked, do you want to play this out? So I played it out. It simulated the game, and the East won 3-2. So I thought that was interesting. After I finally got lineups in, got all that done, they simulated a 3-2 win. 676, taken away by Tverskov. 10-15, foul 5, P. 218, fouled. Harriel fouled by Sermon. Right now, we're just waiting for a good shot to be able to beat one of the goalies. 257p, 945p, 638p, 116, foul 3, and a foul. Glessner's fouled by White. And White with his third foul. 818, foul 2, and Messi is fouled by Palencia. They need to start getting Messi the ball more here. The defense has done a good job keeping it away from him. His number should be coming up at some point, though. 566p, 183p, 712, and a corner for the East. 456P, 145P, 618 fouled. Evander fouled by Blackman. Then his third foul. 862. So there's the first endurance check. We won't be checking anybody. 862 is a P, almost in Messi's shot range. 646 shot by Evander against an 8. That one gets through and it's off target. Would have been a goal, except St. Clair's a -2 on adjustment. So Evander's a 46. The -2 makes it a 44. The rule is a 45. And he goes off target because of the goalie. So that's the closest attempt we've got to a goal. The West has the ball. 553P, 985P, 1037 shot by White against an 8. That one stopped. 371 taken away by Palencia. 1084P, 218 fouled. Heriel fouled by Palencia. Free kick to the East. 1075P. 452P, 518 fouled. Biscuits fouled by Palencia. .176 taken away by Blackman. 141P, 448P, 918 foul 3, and a P. 563P, 462P, 368 is a card. So Palencia cards. That's the first card on a Western player. Goes back to the East. 454P. 737 is not quite a shot. That's a P. 471 taken away by Roldan. The West has it. 940 shot by Dreyer against a 1 off target. So Dreyer goes off target. Again, it wouldn't have been a goal if it was on. So the East gets the ball. 516 is a foul. Biscuits foul by Buanga. Free kick. 471 taken away by Roldan. 8. Buanga goes -1. The third player to go -1. He's also going to get tagged. We have a corner though. 1056P. 1057P. 1082P. 875 taken away by Messi against a 6, and it's stopped. Defense stops Messi again. 415's foul. Miazga fouled by Blackman. His fourth. 721 is a foul. Gill fouled by Roldan. .1032 offside by Surridge. So Surridge goes offside. The West gets the ball. 487P, 272 taken away by Sermon. 826, that's a P. 653 is P plus for the East. 4, Miazga goes +5, and now they've got a really big lead on the plus-minus. Corner, third corner of the day. Endurance check, nobody's got up. So 865 is a P plus for Messi. 515's foul. Biscuits fouled by Palencia. Fouls are adding up here against the West. 874 P. We're at the hour mark. 914 foul. Kuipers fouled by Palencia, and that is his 5th. Which on a 5th foul, I drop someone to -2, and he's going to get tagged as well. So the West is getting a lot of yellow here. 874P. Also, I need to do this. 874 is a P. 7, Gill is going to go +3 for the East, and another corner. Can't come through though. 772. Sorry, 372 taken away by Palencia. 646P. 775 is taken away by Hartel. The West has it. Time for some smash and grab here. They're not getting much going. 1063P. 9 shot by Dreyer against an 8 off target. Dreyer has his 4th shot. He and Evander have 4 shots. Again, a good shot, just not on target. 4 versus 6 is won by the East. 242P, 722, shot by Hartel against a 17. That one stopped. 9:35, shot by Kuipers against a 15, stopped. 7:13, that's a P. 7:86, P. 10:24 is a foul 1 and a foul. Surge, foul by Roldan. Free kick to the east. 175 taken away by Blackman. We are almost into possible sub range. 9:15 foul. Dreyer is fouled by Wagner. Free kick to the west. 2:18 is a shot by Sermon against a 17 and stopped. He's a 0. That's there's a couple zeros out there, not many. Open play. 8:18 is a foul 1, fouled. Buanga fouled by Busquets. Free kick to the west. 2:82 taken away by Harriel, taken away by Harriel, sorry. 6:76 taken away by Tverskov. 3:87 taken back by Wagner. So it's a takeaway battle here. 4:57 P, 3:35 P, 5:76 taken away by Busquets. 10:27 is an offside. Surge goes offside. 5:23 foul 1 and a foul. Berhalter foul by Messi. Hold on 1 second. Okay, had to make a little adjustment there, but here we go. Free kick. 1:38. We're going to do some checks here. So 1 versus 3. Nope, almost a sub there. 2 versus 9. Nope, no subs. So we're going to play. 1:38 is a P. 4:86. 4:86. We're going to sub again. There it is. So Miazga is going to be the sub. So that is their ball. Miazga is going to come out. Roldan's not. And 8 versus 3. So Miazga comes out. We need a defender for the East. Where is it? Oh, there it is. The East, that will be Elliott or Gutman. And those guys are an 8 and a 6. I'm going to go with Gutman right now. Better offensive. They need a goal. So Gutman is in. Okay. And we'll re-roll as they make their first sub. 10:35. Shot by White against a 17. That one stopped. 2:83 P. 10:53 P. More sub possibilities. Not yet. 8 versus 6. Nope, not yet. 9:78. Taken away by Kuipers against a 6. And that's off target. Kuipers goes off target. That's going to be the West ball. 3:54 P. A lot of sub checks now. P. 5 versus 2. 5 versus 5. Nope. 271 is a possible card for Harriel. That will just be a foul. Harriel fouls fouls Berhalter. Free kick. 19 to go. 3:37 P. 7:32 is a foul 4 and a P. 10:17 foul 3, foul. Surge fouled by White. Free kick to the East. Sub check. 7 versus 3, and that's going to be Palencia's coming out. 6 versus 2. So Palencia is coming out for the West, and their defensive subs are, let me just verify. It can be McVeigh or Mascara. And that's going to be McVeigh because he plays for San Diego FC and he's actually better. Okay. I didn't write these guys in. Gutman is a +1. Miazga out. McVeigh is a +1. Palencia out. So they lose 4 because Miazga was a +5. They gained 3 on the sub. That's their first sub. And we'll roll again. 462 P. 946 P plus for Dryer. 233. 471 is taken away by Gutman. 423 shot by Gutman against an 8, and that one stopped. 752 P. 944 shot by Dryer against a 1. This one's off target again. 5 shots, all of them off target. The East has the ball. 10:58 P. 1:45, and that is going to be a quick sub check. Nobody's coming out. 1:45 P. 3:14 is a corner. 5:33 P. 2:15 fouled. Harriel fouled by Dryer. Wow, so he can get fouled. So he's a foul 0. But the way I do it is a random check against their foul number, and it came up. So he does commit fouls. There's a free kick. Check for subs. 3 versus 2. 2 versus 3. Nope. 2:83 P. Just over 10 minutes to go. Taken away by Glessness. Don't know what I'm going to do if the game ends in a tie. 1:15 foul 5 P. 3:68 and McVeigh gets a card. 8:26 shot by Messi against a 0 off target. So Messi gets his third shot. That's off target. West has the ball. 6:78 P. 6:24 foul 2 and a foul. Tavers got fouled by Harriel. Free kick to the West. 2:87 taken away by Harriel. 2:78 taken away by Sermon. 9:27 shot by Dryer against a 17 and stopped. 8:12 fouled. Messi fouled by Roldan. That's his 5th foul of the game. I don't even need to tag him because he's already passed his endurance. So if he comes up, he's going to go. 9:65 P. 8 minutes to go. 10:63 P. 10:15 foul 5 P. 2:25 foul 2 and a P. 2:56 P. 9:27 is offsides. Kuipers goes offside. The West has the ball. 10:68 P. 5:37 P. 2:51 P. 3:86 taken away by Wagner. 4:47 P. 5:27 P plus for the East. Can someone break through? 5:87, 5:46, 3:73 taken away by McVeigh. The West has it. 5:26 a shot by Berhalter against a 0 off target. So Berhalter goes off target. That's going to be the East ball. 2:37 P star. 5 minutes to go. 6 shot by Evander against a 1 on target but saved. So he goes on target. They're 8th. Saved, and it's going to be the West ball. 7:14 is the foul. Hartel fouled by Evander. Free kick to the West. 7:17 foul 3 and a foul. Hartel now fouled by Wagner again. 9:73 taken away by Kuipers. 5:87 P. 3:26 P star. 8:73 taken away by Messi against a 1 off target. So Messi with a chance to end it can't. 65 7 versus 10 on the aerials, 1 by the East. 4:78 taken away by Roldan. 7:27 shot by Hartel against a 1 on target. No, it's not on target. Oh, again. Hartel gets the shot. It's a 31. He's a 34, but Blake's a -5, which makes it a 29. So he goes off target, which would have been a goal. And it's an aerial battle, 5 versus 3. And it's won by the West. 8:37 shot by Buanga against a 6, and that one stopped. 5:82 taken away by Biscuits. 3:87 P. 8:51 shot by Messi against a 9 off target. Messi goes off target. Aerial battle, 7 versus 7. It's won by the East. 347. We have some endurance checks here, so the East has it. 3 versus 3. McVay's a sub. 7. Gill versus 9. Oh, Dryer's got to come out. Bummer. So Dryer's coming out for San Diego FC. He is a 4.25, so we got to get a forward in there, and it's going to be Musovski for Seattle. An 81 rated player. We get him in there. Dryer's out. They gain 3 again. Maybe they'll work their way back into this. Okay. It is the East ball. 8:30 shot by Messi against a 15. And that stopped. 3 to go. 10:72. Taken away by Surge against a 9. On target, but saved. So Surge gets close. That one's saved again by St. Clair. 74 is the number. And it's a card. St. Clair gets card. He's probably mad at his defense for not stopping anybody here. So the East is going to get that. 6:34 shot by Evander against a 1. That's on target and saved. Well, we know who the man of the match is right now. It's St. Clair. 48, 1 versus 9. It's won by the East. 8:68 and a card to Buanga. East putting up some serious pressure here late after the West almost scored. 7:12 is a corner. 10:54 shot by Surge against a 0. On target, but saved again. $47, $57, $62, $68. 1 versus 2. It's open play. 4 minutes of stoppage time. 5:36 P. 7:38 P plus. 6:67 P plus. 4:58 P plus. 9:35. Shot by Musovski against a 1. Scores! Yes, and the West scores late. Musovski off the bench on the P plus gets the shot range against Evander, who's a 1 on target, and he scores. Go West, go. Assisted by Buanga. And that, folks, could be enough here. We'll see. Can they hold on to it now? 4-5 is a P. 10:26 is offside by White. White goes offside. 9:76 P. 8:77 P. 281 P. 7:33 shot by Hartel against a 0. Off target. The East has the ball. 1:51 P. 5:57 P. Last minute. 9:42 shot by Musovski again, and that's stopped. That would have been a goal if it wasn't stopped. 2:12 is not a corner. 10:84 P. 6:64 P. 7:38 shot by Gill against an 8. Off target. Gill goes off target. 51. It's going to be the West ball. 1:12 is a P. Blow the whistle, ref. Shot by Surge against a 0 on target and saved again. 5 for 5 on target for Surge. But St. Clair's just a wall back there. 65. 10 versus 6. Won by the West. Ref won't blow it. 2:36 P. 5:57 P. 8:24. Offside Buanga. 10:58 P. Wow, this is just taking forever to finish it. Berhalter against a 17 stopped. 10:23 foul 1 and a foul. So if you guys are not familiar with the game, it's a variable timing and foul 1 against Sermon. It's variable timing. So on rolls, a possession roll of a 1 to 4 and 17 to 20, the minute will go. Other than that, it won't. So you can have minutes like this that seem to take forever. And this will be it. The last roll is a 4:43, and that's a P, and that's the ball game. Okay, that finished up pretty cool. A lot of shots late. The East it was 22 shots. They had three guys with five or more shots. But that is it. That's going to end it here for the MLS All-Star game with Net Results Soccer. The final score, the West, on a late goal by Musovski from the Seattle Sounders, scores, beats Blake, and they win 1-0. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like the content, hit the thumbs up button. I'll be back with another Off the Post episode shortly, soon, talking about player cards. And but that's going to be it. So if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below. I'll also have links to our Delphi forum and Facebook forum. The game, I'll fit a link to my website, which has all the custom card sets for free. David's putting out all of his older sets for free on the Facebook forum. So go ahead and sign up for that. But that's it. You guys have a safe night. Have a good night. Stay safe. And I will see you on the next video. Good night.